Late last week, ESPN college football guru Kirk Herbstreit said that he believes that right now in early June, at least on paper, LSU and Alabama are a little ahead of Georgia going into the 2023 college football season. Now, we're a couple of months away, obviously, but say something like that, and that's going to get dog fans a little upset, and rightfully so. Georgia should be the favorite going into this season. And even though, yes, it is unusual for a team to be going for a third straight national championship, and even more unusual to think that they could actually pull it off, this Georgia team under Kirby Smart actually has a chance. But the big problem I have with the comment by Herbstreit is giving that Alabama Crimson Tide program love no matter what. Remember, they're replacing Bryce Young, the number one pick in the draft by Carolina, with a question mark. We don't know who the Alabama quarterback's going to be. It's not like they're going from Mac Jones to Jalen Hurts to Tua Tagovailoa. We don't know if they've got anybody of that caliber on that roster right now. Jalen Milroe, Ty Simpson, the third stringer from Notre Dame that they brought in after spring practice, that's the quarterback room right now, and that's a big question mark. Now, there's no question for the last couple of years, Alabama has gotten some great recruiting classes. They do it every year, but there are just more questions now than normally for this team. Jace McClellan, can he be the running back to replace Jahmyr Gibbs? And they've got a lot of young running backs, but they're unproven. There's questions on the offensive line. What are they going to do? Can they replace Will Anderson? So I think there are questions for Alabama, not as many for LSU, who is returning their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. They have a great receiver in Malik Neighbors. They have a great defensive star in Harold Perkins. And I think Brian Kelly proved last year in year one that he knows how to coach in the SEC. But this is more about Georgia. Look, even though Georgia, again, lost so many players to the NFL, I don't think it matters. This defense, at least on paper, looks even better than last year's defense. Hard to say that because of what Georgia's defense has been the last couple of years, but that's the kind of machine that Kirby Smart has built in Athens, where he just gets great prospects after the other. And of course, even for 2024, they're the number one team, at least on paper, for recruiting going into next year. But this defense is what could give Georgia that third straight national championship. And yes, there are questions with the quarterback, Carson Beck. Can he be as good as Stetson Bennett? And he'll have to answer that question in September. But all those skilled players around him, all of those receivers, Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers, the tight end, and of course the two newcomers, Ra Thomas and Dominic Lovett, Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint, Arian Smith, Dylan Bell. It's a tremendous wide receiver and tight end group that I think is one of the best in the history of the Georgia football program. That will help a new quarterback like Carson Beck a great deal. So let all of the pundits say that LSU and Alabama are a little ahead. Kirby Smart's just going to paste that on the wall up there at the Butts-Mehre building and let all of his players see it and then go out there and take care of business in the regular season.